Welcome to the Memphis, Tennessee Assembly Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Originally it was a theater. There were only two theaters here in the Memphis area, and this is the oldest one. It's called the Crosstown. It was a movie theater, so the stage and the facility were set up, for movies. Motion pictures, they would have said back then.
Midtown here used to be a very active area. This was a landmark. It had a huge marquee that was called Crosstown. This building has got some history with Elvis Presley. Memphis is noted for its blues and rock and roll music and soul music. And many years ago, Elvis would, after hours, after midnight, after the theater closed down, then he would rent the theater and bring his entourage with him and his own movies and show movies here after hours.
Over the years it was used for different facilities, and when the brothers bought the facility, they renovated it and have been using it for an assembly hall since, I guess, the 70s. So we've had it for a long time. It had a slight renovation about 4 years ago, mostly paint up, fix up, and it's in line for a major renovation, so that's what we're undertaking now. But the facility itself has been serving right now 114 congregations, circuits in Mississippi, Arkansas, and Tennessee. Well, it gives us a central place to have our assemblies. We have two-day assemblies here, special day assemblies, one-day assemblies. The facility is also used extensively around the memorial time. Because of the growth in the area, we need to use it for that. We have special meetings here for the RBCs to meet with the district overseer, and the facility is used for all those things. So it's really the central location for Jehovah's Witnesses in the area, and to maintain their worship and their unity.
The architects have just done a wonderful job, and this building has some design elements that'll make it look very nice. It'll be a small assembly hall, we see 1,200, but the design elements are going to be very beautiful. We have these old spiral staircases in the lobby, and many of the old design elements of the old theater are going to make it look beautiful.
Well, the whole facility from front to back is going to be renovated. That will include a dining area that we use for the noon meals when we have meetings here. That whole area is going to be gutted, new walls put up, new designs. The appearance of the area is going to change quite a bit there too. All new tile floors and new bathroom facilities, and be able to have a few more facilities in the men's and women's room, which we need. The auditorium is going to be totally renovated, the stage completely taken down. The walls covered with soundproofing material so that we get a better sound in the building itself. We have a little echo right now, and that'll be gone. The facility was set up for viewing a motion picture, not watching a speaker give a discourse. So it really needs to be put more in that mode. And the sound is going to be adjusted along with some special additions that will give us good resonance so that we can hear these talks and interviews and things that go on here. The air conditioning system needed to be upgraded and improved on, and the lighting. The carpet's never been replaced since the original remodeling. The chairs have been used for all these years. These are the original theater chairs. The seats are going to be taken out and replaced with new theater seats designed just for our purposes. The balcony is going to be all renovated with new seats, but we're going to end up with 1,200. And that'll help us quite a bit in our capacity so that we can accommodate the friends that are coming here now on a regular basis. Jehovah's organization is worldwide, and sometimes he can move things around from one place to another so that where there's a need, there's a way to solve the problem. And that's what happened with our chairs. In the process of the development of the project, a brother had relocated his chair manufacturing plant to a small town here in Tennessee. He's made himself and his factory available for us to have chairs at the very same cost that it would have been to renovate our old chairs. He's opened his factory up 3 days a week to the brothers who volunteer, go up there and work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, around the clock, not just in the daytime. They were on a day shift and a night shift. And they've actually been trained on his machines now, and they're making our chairs. It was a real blessing from Jehovah. Well, he moved at the right time, he made himself available, and it's really helped us out. We're excited about it. Outside last year we did the brick tuck pointing, which is a big job. We had to set scaffold up for the whole building, and we mostly had sisters do that. For some reason they like it. We had to train the sisters to climb the scaffolds. They had to be certified so that they knew how to use the safety equipment. We trained them to use the grinders, and they ground the mortar out of all the bricks, all the joints for the whole building. Took off the original marquee, which was the old Crosstown Theater sign, preparation for replacing that this year. It's in line for a remodel, and we're happy to be able to do it. The volunteers that are coming here come on their own expense. They volunteer their time and their labor, their tools, sometimes even some of the equipment that we use is all, donated and volunteered in a willing spirit. When some of these friends are coming from other areas now to help us long term, when we meet with them, we go over the need to keep our spiritual outlook on the project, because it is a physical work, but we're doing it for spiritual reasons. With those reminders, it helps us to heighten our dignity when we're working on a job site like this. We're not just here laboring, we're here laboring for Jehovah. And we need to help each other. We've got a budget, we've got a deadline, but the most important thing on a project like this is the friends. We've got to take care of the brothers and sisters and one another. And so we like to share those reminders so that when the friends come here, they can enjoy the assignment and go away feeling spiritually refreshed.
Be of good cheer, for God's kingdom draws near. His Son's glorious reign will bring freedom from fear. Now and long last, all men's woes will have passed. To this happy hope may we ever hold fast.
Projects allow us to physically do something that we know is going to help not just us, but many, many, many brothers over a long period of time.
I want to help my brothers have a beautiful new assembly hall.
So many people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different races working on the project, and then you add that in there that everybody's doing it for free with a smile on their face. It's just amazing to our neighbors.
I had an opportunity to be here and see the people work and looked like everybody was just having a great time, enjoying what they were doing, and it really just amazing. I'm telling you, that kind of dedication you just don't find everywhere, and you really don't. Even when you pay people to do work, you don't get the quality of work that you all have done. I mean, really, it just really blows my mind. And you did it so quick, I mean, and I'm talking about real work.
It's just a wonderful experience to be with your brothers and sisters. It's a wonderful experience. So you're going to miss everyone. You're going to miss the whole camaraderie and the work and working shoulder to shoulder. We have a wonderful time, and we're going to miss it. We're really going to miss it.
Here you just see the energy and you see the dedication and devotion of these young ones, and it's just phenomenal. They could be out making money and doing all sorts of things, and they're here, and they may not even necessarily be doing their trade or skill, but they're here, they're happy, and they're working very hard in Jehovah's service.
I volunteered to work.
Why?
Well, they are doing Jehovah's house. They are doing Jehovah's house, so I'm in.
We view it as a privilege. It's a privilege of service to Jehovah. It allows us to show by our willingness that we really do love Him and we want to support Him. Because this building is dedicated to the use of pure worship, Jehovah's people just can't wait to get on a project like this. Plus, when you come to a project like this, you see that interchange of encouragement that the Bible speaks of. It allows us to fellowship with one another in a work atmosphere, but still have that spiritual connection. And anyone that ever volunteers for a Kingdom Hall project or a large Assembly Hall project, even some of these international projects that we do as volunteers, once we do that, we really appreciate that we also get to see Jehovah's blessing firsthand, because things happen on these projects that just don't happen other places, and you get to experience that. So I think the Friends really look forward to making themselves available and seeing Jehovah's blessing.
We love it. It's a privilege. Indeed, we meet new friends, and everybody's like family.
Shows Jehovah's behind it. I mean, that's just kind of a foresight of what we'll see very soon in the new system.
This whole project is a sacrifice, but it's not something that makes us sad, it makes us happy.
I think it's fantastic, I really do. I had an opportunity to tour the inside, and if you think the outside looked good, when you really start looking at the detail work with the tile and the wallpaper and the trim and the acoustics and the assembly hall, the baptismal, I mean, just from outside all the way through, it's really amazing.
Many of them that I've talked to are very excited about our project. This neighborhood is coming back very strong. It was a depressed area for many years. Now it's a tremendous revitalization of the neighborhood, and they're glad that we're a part of it.
The building is beautiful. It looks wonderful. It looks state-of-the-art, very updated. So I'm very proud. Makes the whole block look nice. People feel good when they live in a community where the buildings look good. It's not run down. So I think it's now a beacon. It's one of the best looking things over here. So it looks really good.
I think this facility is a beautiful facility that really is a testament to what can be accomplished when Jehovah's Holy Spirit flows freely upon His people.
It's just so beautiful. I remember it before, and we always loved it because it's our assembly hall, and now it's just amazing to see what a transformation it's made.
As attractive as this building is Monday through Friday, it's not truly beautiful until the weekends on Saturday and Sunday, and that's because it's full of people just gathered together to learn about Jehovah.
This is gorgeous. I love it. Love the color scheme, love all of it.
I really like it here. They changed it. It get better all the time.
Quite a change, quite a change. This is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Magnificent. It's beautiful. What else can I say? This is beautiful.
It is. A lot of work went into it, and a lot of brothers came from a lot of different areas that did a great job.
They did a great job.
It has really been a blessing. The way everything has progressed and developed, and the brothers that are in charge with the development of it and progress, they have really done a good job.
When I get up and get to know the friends, the brothers in the RBC and with the Arkansas, Mississippi, and get to know them, it's almost like, in 2 days, it was almost like we was all just one big RBC. And everybody was cooperative and friendly and working together and anxious to do whatever they can to further the project.
When you're serving Jehovah, it's a happy job no matter what.
But I'm really enjoying the work here and meeting new friends. It's just a very positive work that we're doing here, this whole experience.
We build what we can and do what we can and make good friendships that will last a lifetime.
So we're thrilled to be back in the full-time service again together, and to do something like this is just, it's beyond the greatest dream you could ever have.
It was a very touching story. They interviewed her one lunchtime. Sister Katie Evis, and she's, of course, been pioneering for 19 years, and she lives on a small budget. But she came here to work. She's just enjoyed being here with all the friends and wanted to come and work and stay here until this project was finished. So she had a fairly new refrigerator. She sold that refrigerator in order to get the money to come here. And this brother came up to me. He said, "You buy a refrigerator for her and take it and put it in her house." She just couldn't believe it.
It really, really touched my heart to know that Jehovah really cared that much. I mean, in his organization that, I mean, it's a fridge, but it's more than a fridge because it's from Jehovah.
Hola hermanos, esperamos que disfruten mucho este salón de asambleas, pues sabemos que muchos hermanos han trabajado muy duro para ello, así que disfrútenlo todo el tiempo que puedan, ¿ok?
What'd you say?
I said enjoy the assembly hall, brothers and sisters, because there were so many brothers and sisters that helped rebuild.
It's a little bittersweet. It's nice to see the project coming to a close, meeting our goals, but it's going to be hard to say goodbye to everybody and not be working all the time, but being in such a wonderful spiritual environment. But it's been such a nice time anyway.
Before we learned the truth, my father used to be the theater projectionist here back when I was a teenager. And I remember many years ago, back in the 60s, sleeping up in the old projection booth while Dad showed the movies, Gone with the Wind and The Sound of Music and Dr. Zhivago and all those old movies. From going from that now to being the caretaker here, it's been quite a history.
Well, let's show the cameraman your security face if somebody breaks in that shouldn't. Give him your hard look. Thank you. How does it make you two feel when people have to look up to you? I mean, my neck's hurting here. What is it? What are you doing up here?
It makes me feel superior to my brothers.
Okay. Okay, now give me your serious look. Woo! That'll do it. Now, some people say you haven't done that much. That's not true, is it?
It probably is true.
Plan for cooking?
Well, the overseer does all the planning. We do all the work. The overseer do the planning, we do the work.